Hello students, in this lab we are going to discuss 11.2 program of your practical list. So before moving to 11.2 program, let's understand some basics, right? So suppose I am declaring one array, char heart, right? And inside that I am assigning some string to that heart array. So this is known as the compile time initialization. So here what will be the size of the array? The size of the array will be automatically calculated by the compiler depending upon how many characters are present in this string, right? So this is one way by which you can assign a string to a character array, right? The another method by which you can assign a string to a uh, if in another method by which you can save a string is by using an pointer to a character, right? So we can use a pointer to a character. So here I'm writing char star of head equal to I love Millie, right? So here uh, char star of head is equal to I love Millie. What does this indicate? This indicates that head, which is a character pointer, uh, it can point to a single character at a time, right? So when I'm writing char star of head equal to I love Millie, that means what? Okay, this I, the head is having the base address of this string. So what is the base address? Base address will be the value I, right? What will be the base address? The base address will be the value I, right? So here when I'm writing char star of head, this I is considered to be the base address, right? So star of head will be having the address of the letter I inside it, right? So now when I write down here head plus plus, let's say if I'm writing here head plus plus, then what will happen? Head will move to this white space and it will point to the white space, right? Similarly, if I'm writing again head plus plus, then it will move to this L, right? So what is the difference between this and this? So here heart, as you are aware that the name of any array is always a pointer to the base address of that array, right? So here heart will be heart is what? It is a constant pointer, right? So that heart variable is a constant pointer and head is a variable, right? So that is the only difference between this type of declaration and this type of declaration. Here head is a character pointer. It can point to, first it can point to I, then it can point to this white space, it can point to L, O, V, E. So I can do head plus plus here, but I cannot do heart plus plus. If I do heart plus plus, then it is wrong. Why? Because heart is a constant pointer to this string, right? It is a heart is what? It is the name of the array, and name of the array is always a constant pointer to its base address. So heart will be always storing the address of the letter I, right? Now then we will understand what is an array of pointers. So suppose we are not using any pointers and we are taking one character array, right? So we are taking two-dimensional array, right? So here we have written char name and then we have written 3 and 20. That means what? Ki I can store three strings in my array, and each of these strings will be of maximum size 20, right? Char name of 3 comma 20, what 3 and then 20, that means what? I can store three strings and each of the string can have maximum length up to 19 characters, and one last value will be for null, right? So how many memory space is allocated over here? How many memory space is allocated over here? The allocation of memory is 3 into 20, which is 60 bytes. So 60 bytes are being saved. But here you can see each and every string which I have written is not having 19 characters. It is having less characters as compared to this. So the remaining bytes are totally wasted, right? The remaining bytes are totally wasted. See, this says that the name in the is a table containing three names, each with a maximum length of 20 characters, including null character. So this declaration will allocate 60 bytes of memory. लेकिन यहाँ पर total 60 characters नहीं है, right? So remaining characters will be wasted and it will be inefficient, right? So when you're using a pointer, so what you can do is, instead of writing char name 3 and 20, what you can do is you can just write down char star name of 3. So what it is doing? What does this mean? See, I have written here, this is the name of the array, this is the size of the array, and the type of the array is what? It is of type char star. Char star का मतलब क्या? कि name is having three values, right? Name is having 3 values, and each value is a pointer to some character. Each value is a pointer to some character. So array of pointers का मतलब क्या? Array of pointers का मतलब क्या? कि यहाँ पर हर एक एलिमेंट, यहाँ पर मैंने लिखा है char star of name of 3. So यहाँ पर ये भी pointer है, ये भी pointer है, right? And this one is also the pointer, right? This is also a point here, this is also a pointer, this is also a pointer, and this is also a pointer, right? So each and every element is having a pointer, right? So now each and every element is pointing to some character, some string or some character, right? So here you can see only 3 locations of for pointers which will point to the first character of their respective string. So instead of making each row a fixed number of characters, we can make it a pointer to a string of varying lengths, right? So this declares name to be an array of 3 pointers, 2 characters, and each pointer pointing to a particular name, right? So this declaration will allocate only 18 bytes. Why? Because here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 3 null characters. So 16, 17, 18. So 3 null characters, यहाँ पर total जो letters है वो कितने हैं? 15. और हर एक string के बाद null characters भी होंगे. So it will allocate only 18 bytes of memory. So my remaining 60, अगर मैं ऐसा लिखती 320, right? So 60, उसमें 60 बाइट्स स्टोर हो रहे थे, लेकिन यहाँ पर जितना मेरा स्ट्रिंग का साइज है उतनी ही मेमोरी एलोकेट हो रही है. So it is allocating only 18 bytes. So obviously this one is much more efficient. So the character arrays with rows of varying length are also known as racked arrays and are better handled by the pointers, right? So I hope this concept is clear to you, right? Moving forward, let's go into our practicals question, right? So here it is written, write a program that counts the number of E in the following array of pointers to string, right? So it is an array of pointers. So here you can see we have written char star of S, right? And equal to, it has got 6 strings inside it. So this is the first string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it has got 6 strings inside it, and it is an 2D array basically, right? But how we have done? We have taken a pointer to each string. We have taken a pointer to each string, and we have taken a character array. We have taken an array of character pointers. ठीक है? तो array of character pointers का मतलब क्या? कि यहाँ पर सिर्फ मेरा जो ये array है उसमें सिर्फ 6 values होंगी, और वो 6 values क्या होंगी? It will be having the address of the first element of the entire string. So let's see an example. See here what this S will store. So S of 0, यहाँ पर पहले तो हमने कोई size specify नहीं की है. We have not specified any size. So that size will be automatically calculated by the compiler because this is compile time initialization, right? So it will have 6 total. It will have the size of this S array will be 6, right? So it is S of 0, S of 1, S of 2, S of 3, S of 4, S of 5. अब S of 0 में क्या स्टोर होगा? S of 0 में जो फर्स्ट स्ट्रिंग है उसमें ये जो W है, so it is considered to be a base address. So s of 0 will hold the base address of the first string. base address मतलब क्या, जो starting address है वो. So it will, s of 0 में content क्या होगा, it will be a pointer and it will store the address of w here. It will, s of 0 will store what, it will store the address of w, right? Similarly s of 1 क्या करेगा, it will store the base address of the second string. So यहाँ पर जो m का address होगा, that will be stored here. It is basically an array of pointers. So each element will be a pointer, and as you know, pointer stores the address of any variable, right? So each and every value will be some address. So what will be that? So s of 0 will be holding the base address of first string, which is w. So it will be holding the address of w. S of 1 will be holding the address of m. S of 2 will be holding the address of L. S of 3 will be holding the address of E. S of 4 will be holding the address of M. And S of 5 will be holding the address of this starting dot. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Now, moving forward, what we have to do, what is the main objective of our program? We write a program that counts the number of E in the following array. So here you can see that we are having 9 E's inside it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, so we are having 9 E's inside this. So we have first declared an character array. We have declared an array of character pointers here. We have declared an array of character pointers, right? And we have written char star of p, right? So now what we will be doing, we are also having one pointer variable which is p, right? अब हम लिख रहे हैं integer I count equal to 0. अब for I equal to 0, I is less than 6 because the total size of this is 6, right? So 0 से 5, so total values will be 6. So I is less than 6, right? And I plus plus. So now for I equal to 0, I is less than 6. So 0 is less than 6, yes. So it will go inside. And now P is equal to S of I. Now remember S of 0 में क्या store हो रहा था? S of 0 में it was address of W, right? So S of 0 में what will be the value which will be stored inside S of 0? Inside P जो है, P is also one memory, right? And P में address क्या store होगा? जो भी S of 0 है, मतलब W का जो भी address होगा, that will be stored inside P, right? So let's assume that the address of W is 2000, right? So P में अभी value क्या है? 2000, which is the address of the character W, right? Now we have assigned the address of W to P, right? We have assigned the address of W to P. Now we are checking star of P. So star of P matlab W. So W matlab there is some character, right? So character has got some ASCII value. So as you are aware, in a condition, if there is some non-zero value, then the condition will always be true. So here this condition is true and it will go inside and it will check if star of P is equal to E. So is star of P equal to E? So what is star of P? Star of P is nothing but W. Is W equal to E? No, it is not equal to E. So it will not go inside this loop. Right, here we have initialized count equal to 0, right? Now again it will check, again it will do P plus plus. So now what will happen, it will move to E. Now P plus plus, because it is a character pointer, so one address will be incremented by 1 only, because it is a character pointer and character occupies only 1 byte. So now the next address of P will be what? It will be 2001, right? So 2001 P plus plus जब हमने किया, so it is 2001. So now 2001 मतलब E. So is star of P equal to E? Yes, it is equal to E. So count value will be incremented and now the value of count will be what? The value of count will be equal to 1. Right? Now again P plus plus होगा. अब क्या आएगा P plus plus में? Now this pointer, पहले pointer P किसको point कर रहा था? W को. अब pointer P किसको point करेगा? E को. फिर pointer P increment होके अब किसको point कर रहा है? White space को. Right? So star of P, so it is white space. White space का कोई ASCII value होगा. So it is a non-zero value, so it will be true. But it is not equal to E, so count will not be incremented. Again P plus plus होगा. So again, now this value, now P is pointing to W. Now P is pointing to W. So W is equal to E. So like that, it will keep on checking. तो वो क्या करेगा, P प्लस प्लस होता रहेगा, इट विल चेक फॉर I, L, L, T, फिर अगेन यहाँ पर जब E आएगा तो काउंट प्लस प्लस होगा, फिर अगेन A, C, H. So this string, this inner loop will be executed up to the length of this first string. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पर जब स्लैश, जब यहाँ पर डॉट आया, फिर उसके बाद क्या आएगा, स्लैश जीरो होगा. बाय डिफॉल्ट इट विल बी स्लैश जीरो आफ्टर दिस स्ट्रिंग. इवन इफ वी हैव नॉट रिटन हियर डबल स्लैश जीरो, इट इज अज्यूम दैट एवरी स्ट्रिंग टर्मिनेट्स बाय नल कैरेक्टर. सो यहाँ पर जैसे डबल कोट्स आएगा तो नल कैरेक्टर वहां होगा. तो ये डॉट रीड करने के बाद, क्योंकि डॉट की भी ASCII वैल्यू होगी, तो ये डॉट रीड करने के बाद जब नल पे आएगा, सो नल वैल्यू मीन्स व्हाट, no value. So null value means the condition will be false, right? And it will exit from this inner loop. And now it will do I plus plus. So I plus plus matlab it will be I value will be now 1. So now P is equal to S of 1. So अब P की वैल्यू क्या है, P में अब वैल्यू क्या स्टोर हो रही है इन द नेक्स्ट लूप, P is storing the address of W, address of M, right? P will be now storing the address of M. So here you can see P is equal to S of 0. P is equal to S of 1. So S of 1 में value क्या थी, address of M. So now it is pointing to this, right? So अब again P is now pointing to M. फिर it will go again हम P plus plus करेंगे, it is pointing to O. Then again P plus plus करेंगे, then it will be pointing to V. Again P plus plus करेंगे, it will be pointing to E. फिर यहाँ पर मतलब हर एक में हम चेक करेंगे कि स्टार ऑफ P इक्वल टू E, तो M के लिए नो आएगा, 0 के लिए नो आएगा, V के लिए इट इज नॉट इक्वल टू E, देन E इज इक्वल टू E, तो अगेन काउंट प्लस प्लस होगा. तो वैसे ये लूप चलता रहेगा. सो इनर लूप कब तक चलेगा, जब तक हमारी लेंथ ऑफ द स्ट्रिंग है. और आउटर लूप कब तक चलेगा, इट विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड 6 टाइम्स बिकॉज वी आर हैविंग 6 स्ट्रिंग्स, राइट? सो इन दैट वे द टोटल नंबर ऑफ E is percentage D and count, so the total number of E is 9 will be printed, right? So I hope this concept is clear to you, right? Thank you for watching this video.